I'll officially call this meeting to order at 6:01 by my watch. Anyone want to give us a word of prayer? Anyone want to pray? Thank you.
And for each and every one of us, and for this community, Father. We've just got to lay sit down, and we'll continue to do that, because we love us all. Under me, place to me, and that we will be in agreement and with the conclusion. Thank you, Lord. Amen.
Next, we need to roll call from the officers.
And here, gone. Here,
Present. Let the minutes reflect that a quorum of officers are present. We need a motion in the second floor to use the sign-in sheet as the official roll call for the members tonight. Motion by Vicky, second by Ray. Motion by Vicky, Dan, second by Ray. First, Ray Woodford. To approve the sign-in sheet as the official roll call for the members tonight. No discussion. All in favor of the motion, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. Next, we'll have the reading of minutes from the meeting.
Good evening, everyone. Dakota Indian Community Meeting, Monday, June 9th, 2025, 5 p.m. Meeting called to order 6:01 p.m. by Mildred Burkhalter. Invocation given by Mildred Burkhalter. Roll call, all officers present except Malia. Malia enters meeting at 6:08. Motion to use sign-in sheet with roll call by Joyce Weeks, second by Jeff Francis. Motion carried. Reading of minutes by Ansel Keybone. Motion to approve minutes is read by Jeff Francis, second by Virginia Draper. Motion carried. National Council Representative Darrell Proctor gave update on upcoming issues and answered questions. Creek Nation Tribal Representative Speaker Rachel Lehman from Muskogee Creek Nation Election Board gave information on upcoming election sites and dates and reminder to update. Smoke shop report given by Mildred Burkhalter. Community and CMD report given by Mildred Burkhalter. Motion to approve reports as read by Lily Hill, second by Virginia Draper. Community issue, mid-age trip Saturday, June 12th, 30 people limit. New business employees biannual dinner. Motion by Charlotte Lee to approve $3,500 for employee biannual dinner, second by Virginia Draper. Motion carried. Women's Day Out trip. Motion by Jeff Francis to approve $3,500 for Women's Day Out trip to Waco, Texas, Friday, August 22nd. Second by Lisa Francis. Motion carried. Smoke shop number 1 banking account. Motion by Vicky Dan to move $50,000 from smoke shop number 2 to smoke shop number 1. Second by Lisa Francis. Motion carried. Community issue. Motion by Virginia Draper to pass resolution to sell liquor, wine, and other alcoholic beverages at both smoke shops. Second by Jeff Francis. Motion carried. 30 yes, 1 abstain. Chair volleyball at Wilson discussed convenience store loan and other ventures. Announcements, Creek Nation Festival, June 27th through 28th on Mogi. Benediction given by Donna Williams, adjourned by Virginia Draper, second by Jeff Francis. Motion carried. Time of adjournment was at 7:11 p.m.
You've heard the heard the reading of the minutes coming from the last meeting. I need a motion and a second to approve Motion by Lisa, second by Jeff Francis. To approve the reading of the minutes. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. We have any national council reps present? None. Okay. Moving on. Next, item number 6, Creek Nation presentation speakers, Muskogee Nation Elder Services. And we have where did she go? Oh, I was looking at the back for you, Angie. Oh, okay.
I don't need a microphone, so I'm gonna stay down here. Most of y'all probably know who I am. I'm Angie Newmeyer, and I work in elder services at Muskogee Creek Nation in Okmulgee. What I'm doing here today is just bringing information and trying to get a elder advocacy committee candidate. We are under a new director, Miss Rena Tiger. We have our monthly meetings the first Wednesday of every month, and it's for elders 55 and older. You're all invited. It's not just for Okmulgee's community. We have a few people from here that usually come every month, but that's where you get most of your info. So you need to pick somebody probably that is going to come to those and be able to come if we have to have a special meeting. This says the purpose of the Elder Service Program committee is to act in an adversary capacity for the Elder Service Program. The advisory committee provides guidance in operating the program that meets the needs of the elders. However, the advisory committee is not a governing body, nor does it have policy-making powers. So that just is saying what we're trying to do is figure out things that you guys would like to have that we don't have, services that maybe we could figure out that people are looking for being provided, activities that you might want to do versus what we already do, and things like that. That is what this committee's for. So I'm going to leave this with the board so they can pick somebody. I would like for the person to be picked and me to have that paperwork for September meeting so I can get everything formed before we start our new calendar year. And I know that there's some talk about the age changing for senior programs, and that is being discussed, but at this time it has not passed council. If that happens, the age will change to 65, but that will be for certain benefits. It will not be for the activities that I put on. So the activities I put on will still be 55. And again, that has not passed council, hasn't even went up for vote, I don't believe, but it has been discussed throughout. And everywhere I've been so far, I've been asked. So that is what that's the info I'm giving. I have flyers about Grandparents' Day. It's the next event that Elder Service will be putting on and is the last event for the calendar year. We are going to play chair volleyball. You do not have to be Shakota Indian community to come play. It's everybody. So it says each team will consist of 6 players. 3 players must be 55-year-old and enrolled Muskogee Creek citizens. So you're allowed 2 guests. Each elder is allowed 2 guests. So you can bring a child, a grandchild, your neighbor that's your BFF, as long as you and 1 or 2 of them is on a team. So if you have 6 elders, we're going to split you and put you on 2 teams so that we can put people who aren't Muskogee elders on a team with you. So anytime we have anything, if we play chair volleyball, you don't have to come as your community center. You can always come. We form teams if we need to. So if anybody would like a flyer, I'm gonna lay a few back there, or I can hand them to you if you want them. But that's all I have. Anybody got any questions?
We want to thank Angie for that information. Well presented.
Sorry. If somebody would like to be on an email list, I just need them to make the list. I do send these to every community.
Okay, I seen Representative Cloud walk in, so if you want to come up at this time, feel free to do so.
Sorry, I was late. I try not to. Good afternoon. It's good to be back over here in Shakota. Madam Chair, Board, thank you for having me tonight, and the community here as well. Representative Proctor is he's in Walika right now, and he had a fact-finding committee meeting tonight, so he said he might be here, he may be running late, but he was going to try, so that's he called me earlier, so I just wanted to pass that along. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July. Yes. All right. Well, we'll get down. We had our LEC meeting on July 8th. There at 6:30 at the Mound Building, and we had 6 summer youth for the Falls Creek Native Church that come and ask for a grant application, and all those were approved. We had TR 25055, which is a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the principal chief to execute 3 memorandums of understanding, 2 with the county of Okmulgee and 1 with the county of Hughes regarding the maintenance of roadways, associated roadways, and constructed and approved by the Muskogee Creek Nation and Tribal Transportation Program. And that was passed through committee. We also had a tribal resolution 25058. It's a tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the principal chief to execute the memorandum of agreement with the city of Eufaula for the maintenance of roadways and associated right-of-way constructed or approved by the Muskogee Creek Nation Tribal Transportation Program. And that was sponsored by Daryl Proctor, and I co-sponsored that. That'll be the road that for the new Eufaula casino that's going up. It'll be from the road that goes in by Love's and all the way around. So they're trying to expand that for traffic and for safety. So that was passed through our committee. And also we had a tribal resolution, TR 25059, the tribal resolution of the Muskogee Creek Nation authorizing the principal chief to submit an affordable housing tax credits program, low income housing tax credit application to the Oklahoma Housing Finance Agency for the benefit for the Department of Housing. I called the housing on that, and we had spoke, and during that legislation, I asked Secretary Fields about that, and the tax credit, excuse me, the nation will apply for the tax credit it'll be for next year, January of 2026. That'll be for the expansion of the homes there in Okemah, which is the 60 units over there. And the phase 2 of that would be to tear down the units and to rebuild them, because they were all, I believe, Secretary Fields had told me that they were built in the 70s. And also with that phase, when that comes, they're gonna see how that goes. And the next is Shakota. So we have Shakota Inlight and also Eufaula. So that'll be the old elderly homes here, which will be torn down and the housing will put up new ones. So I think those are 60 brand new units for here in Shakota. And also I asked him how they elected, I know Okema needs it and so does Shakota and so does Eufaula. So I asked them how they got Eufaula first, and it was on the families, the waiting list for the families, and Shakota has 40 families to date that are on that list. So they're going to try to get that and then start that there in Okema. So that was the resolution that was passed through our LNC. And also, we have, I know Madam Chair had called me that one day about the Texhoma. And I just wanted to give you the, yes. Yeah, Texana Road, I'm sorry. I had talked to the Attorney General's office and they had told me that they're going to get a contract and then they're gonna go from there. So that's what we're waiting on. So I talked to Representative Proctor and see if he found any news on it. And he told me that that's where it was. So I called them and just to talk to the Attorney General and to see where we were at, and they're in the process of getting a contract together. But the timeline, they didn't know. So that's where we're at on that. So. Also last month on the legislation, we finally got our legislation on there for the sales over there. So that was something good to see. So that's all I have for this month. I know all of our committee meetings haven't met yet. So and we just had ours. So that was a report from our committee meetings. So if y'all have any questions.
60 units that would be built here, when they be built like they were now?
I believe they'll be different. I believe I haven't looked at the construction of it or the models of the homes, but I know they'll probably be maybe similar to these housings, but other than that, I'm not too sure. But I know they'll be new. I believe right here, or the elderly housing is that, so that'll start in 2026. These will be new units. Do what, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. Mhm.
It'll be strictly for elderly or?
Yes, ma'am. It'll be strictly for elderly. Do what now?
Place anybody else that's not an elder?
No. I believe Secretary feels that they will have accommodations for them when they are being built. So that is part of the grant. Yes, ma'am. The renovation on houses. That'll, I believe to my knowledge, that is first come, first serve. So I don't know. I've got a lot of calls on those. And so those are just first come, first serve. So if it's elderly, we try to push those in a little bit quicker. So if there's an elderly that needs renovation of the toilets, the water, or anything like that, please let me know. We can take care of that.
But he was talking about the homes that were built in the 70s. Our home and my home was built in the 70s.
So we're talking about the units here.
No,
Just the
talking
units.
about up there where we said that.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I didn't get a list of all the units that were going to be built, but I noticed the elderly housing. So, so I'm pretty sure you guys are in that realm there.
Yeah, the only thing is over here, there's not just strictly elderly people in these homes.
But they've been renovating this all along, because my brother lives over here and they've redone his apartment and everything.
That's what I was asking, because I live over there and I don't think there's any space to put 60 additional units over there.
It's that grant is also for land acquisition, for land purchase as well. So that comes into that. But I will, run your question by Secretary Fields for that, unit up there. Any more questions? Yes, ma'am.
No, it's not all classified.
No, ma'am.
So,
That's the grant, that, that the nation will receive is for the elderly units. Mm.
I know there's the units scattered.
Yes, ma'am. Mhm. Yeah, that's my understanding from Secretary Fields. Yes, ma'am. I couldn't hear your question, ma'am. Okay. I wouldn't say it would. I really don't know about that. I could also ask Secretary Fields about that. If the age goes up, that's a good question. I would have to ask him and see.
The age change is not nationwide, right? It's
No, ma'am.
based on program to program.
Yes.
It doesn't affect some of the programs.
No, it won't affect all the programs. Just certain ones. Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Well, that raising of the age probably won't affect too many of us in here, because as I look around, probably about 75% of us in here is up above that 65 or around that 65. So there's only a few that's, it probably will affect, but anyway, like you said, it won't affect all the programs. But anyway, now we're down to reports, community and, smoke shop.
Good evening, everyone. How are y'all? Good to see everyone here tonight. All right, here we go. This is for the smoke shop, number 1, May. Total income was $149,197.71. Cost of goods sold was $132,620.22. Our expenses were $45,521.17, which gave us a lost income of $28,943.68. Smoke shop number 2 for the month of May, income was $164,928.34. Cost of goods sold was $143,041.17. Total expense was $20,532.05, which gave an net income of $1,355.12. In our Armstrong savings, smoke shop number 2 has $232,805.57. For the Shakota Indian community, our income is $367.33. Cost of goods sold was $550, which gave us a loss of $933.29. In our accounts, in Armstrong operations, we have $7,989.19. In our BOK, we have $50,896.69. In Armstrong CICC Special, we have $7,833.07. First Family Federal Credit Union, we have $188,147.28. First Family CIC Elders Account, we have $5,777.64. Tulsa Teachers Credit Union, we have I just forgot how to say that. $203,383.35. Tulsa Teachers Credit Union number 2, we have $44,574.07. For our CIC CMD funds, our operation expense was $2,642. $2,642.37. So we have an income right now, a loss of $5,595.22. In our COD funds, we have $4,756.85.
You've heard the reading of the reports coming from Smoke Shop number 1, number 2, and Community Operation and Community CMD reports. I need a motion and a second to approve reports as read. Motion by Jeff, second by Pat Longfire to approve reports. Any discussion, any question? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. Next, we're down to item number 8, old business. Item number 1, White Stag Building, we're about, he said 10, maybe 15 days away from completion. But anyway, I won't go into all the details. But anyway, where the bathroom was located in that building, they had framed it in and was ready to paint and everything. And the city had to go out and inspect the building before OG&E would even put any type of meter or something where we could hook up the electricity. So when they went out and inspect, they found a couple of things going on. The wiring, they're gonna have to put in those metal tubings, conduits or whatever up in the ceiling. And also that bathroom that was placed in there is too small. It has to be handicap accessible. So they're gonna have to go back in there and tear down the walls again, widen it out, and replace it. So that's gonna cost an additional $1,900 to do that. And they will not approve the building if that bathroom is not handicap accessible. So coming to the community to approve an additional $1,900 to finish up the I would say renovation of the bathroom so it would be handicap accessible at the White Stag property. Motion by Charlotte, second by Vicky. Any question or discussion?
I apologize for not knowing, but what is, what is it?
Okay, it will be used for events like a chair volleyball. The thing was, we were looking at hosting maybe some chair volleyball tournaments here with other teams. It would be maybe a little fundraiser for the community. And also, we had a group of individuals that were interested in the cornhole toss. So that was one thing it was going to be set up and used for as well. And it can be used for an individual that may want to throw a birthday party or something for someone other than using the facility downstairs or something. Yes. When I say White Stag, it's not the old sewing factory itself. It's the building next to it, kind of directly south of it, right there that the, no, not Options. Yeah, it's directly south of the Options. Yeah, it's by that big old pond out there, a lot of water moccasins coming up. Well, no, it's not by the skating ring. If you know where the old White Stag building used to be, sewing factory.
White Stag over there by my house. There's a White Stag building by my house.
Okay, the old, yeah,
That's what she says.
no, it's out here
Out there
by the old sewing factory. Yeah. Well, if you're out at Options and just look directly south, you'll see that building on that plot of land right there, along with that. Yes, just north of that pond. Yeah, Jeff. Well, I said I wasn't gonna get into that. But it was the fact that, the individuals that were working out there, you were supposed to have a work permit and go to the city first before you started any type of construction, and they would have kind of gave you the guidelines that you needed to. And it never dawned on any of us because our main focus was people that's able to roll in that garage door or whatever else, and not thinking about the fact that you would have to have the bathroom accessible for everyone. So it was a mistake on their part and a mistake on our part. Yes. Okay, it's been a motion and second over here. We were just discussing, if no more discussion, any more questions? Did someone make a motion on that? You did, and you seconded. Okay, I just wanted to be clear. All right. Well, I just want to be clear too, Patty. I had to think there for a minute. Any more discussion or question on that?
So the downstairs is able to be rented by people?
No, it's not able to be rented by people. The only, we have went through this with CR&D. The only time, right now that the downstairs can be used for if there is a, funeral and the family will,
Let people use a new building that you're building?
oh, it's not new.
I mean, it's new to you.
Well,
You're
I mean,
redoing it.
yeah, but there's no way they can, I mean, looking at it right now, there's no way they can actually do any damage to that building, period. And I just mentioned that, you know, if someone, we thought about that or whatever else, and that's just something I just tossed out there. It may just only be used for the events that I said, chair volleyball and like I said, toss salad, but that's cornhole, isn't it? Bean bags. Any other questions? Yeah.
Thing controls my mind. You were talking about the water pockets, you know, how they're prepared to. Maybe water pockets.
Well, no, just walk over them if you see them. Or have your running shoes on. I haven't seen too many. I think there was one out there one day, big long one that someone had laid up there near the building, but I haven't seen too many. A little snake can't harm you. Yeah, there's no way to, we may throw out a lot of mothball and put some sulfur or whatever else, but that'd probably be the only way we can keep them away. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor of the motion of expending $1,900, and this will probably come out of the CMD fund. To go ahead and get this renovated over. All in favor of the motion, please signify by raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. I was waiting on Lisa's cue back there. Okay, any old business on the community issues? None. We had about 7 tickets left on Friday from that water event that the mid-age went to Oklahoma City. I believe the ones that went had a nice time. Hope they did anyway. What about it, Jeff? Okay. We didn't get rained out or stormed out or anything, so that made it really nice, but like I said, we lost a little bit on the tickets there. Anything else on the community issue? Okay, moving on to a new business community issues. Representative Cloud, do you think that resolution that was originally submitted with that first request on the Texana building, do we need to have a new resolution in place? Okay, well, that's what I'm bringing up right now then. I have a resolution up here for the Texana building. We had a contract amount before, and I think it was somewhere around $599,000. It was gonna cost, it may have went up, and it may still be the same, it may be less. I seriously doubt it'd be any less, but we have to have a resolution in place. I believe Representative Proctor told me that there would probably be a slim possibility that the tribe would appropriate the funds for that. And I did bring to the community months ago when we were talking about this, that the community may become indebted with a loan from the nation to do this building with. So this is what I'm saying is the wording in this resolution will be to allow the community to become indebted for a loan to construct this building out on Texana Road. I don't have a dollar amount for that. But when he said the Attorney General gets the contract in place, that dollar amount will go into the contract. And we need to be ahead of the game if this happens. Anybody understood what I just said? Well, the resolution will be in place, because if you don't have the resolution in place, you may have delayed, once they put it up before the council, it could be delayed another 2 or 3 months or 6 months or whenever, if you don't have all your paperwork in order. It doesn't mean that once they get the amount, that will be brought back to the community, and that's up to you to decide if that's what you want to do. But right now, we do need the resolution. There will not be anything submitted until it comes back to the community for your final approval. But I need that resolution in place. Second by Joyce, to approve the resolution for the community to become indebted for a loan from Muskogee Creek Nation for construction of the Texana building. The floor is now open for discussion. Pat Longcrown, and second by Joyce Weeks. Yes, Jeff. The what now? No, this resolution was for the liquor sales. Well, it was, well, I think it was more than 3 months ago, so I'm saying is, we need a new one. Just like we're gonna get a new price. So, that's the purpose of it. And we probably did, I don't remember, but it's been more than 3 months, but this is just a repeat. Yeah. Any other questions? Hearing none, all in favor of the resolution, please raise your hand and keep it up until we get a count. How many? You got 13 too? 19? Okay. Any opposed? Any abstain? Abstain one. Same as a no vote. So where, how you wanna list it? It was, 32 yes and one abstain, which is a no vote, so the resolution passed. 32-1. Next, we're down to announcements. And I was gonna save this to last so you don't throw any shoes at me or anything. But I'm sorry, but I didn't have anything, we didn't do any drawings. Okay, look at Lisa gonna throw a shoe at me. We don't have any drawings today, so I apologize for that. Yes. The- Oh, he did? Oh, wow. That's Imogene Duval's husband? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay. This is just an appreciation notice from Joyce Weeks stating, I would like to thank the guys who cut and trimmed my trees. They did an excellent job. It was much appreciated, Joyce Weeks. So I guess Representative Cloud can pass that back on to the Arbor Service at Creek Nation.
They did a very good job. It's like, very good job.
Okay. Okay, any,
Been on that list for, it's been on 2 months, and they said it was, they said they were getting it, I'm gonna get it. So I'm gonna need to recall.
I would recall or give your name to, that's another something Representative Cloud might have to add to his list, but just talk to him and give him your name. Maybe he can. Okay.
We had to say, so much better, we could get to your house, so I was actually shocked that I actually got to do that, so.
Okay.
They actually go on a, needed basis, like on your roof, they have to go there before somebody who has a little land in their yard,
Okay.
so. And there's a lot of citizens in our district that they go to.
Mhm.
So,
Okay, Pam. No. There's a little bit more paperwork that we're gonna have to get ironed out before we actually get to that point. We have not applied for any mixed liquor license from the state or from the nation to sell that. We've been reading up on some laws, and if we sell somehow there's a law that you cannot sell like liquor and wine, well, mainly liquor, in the same area that you sell beer. They have to be separated. So we sell beer at each one of the locations. So there's no way now, even at Texana, you can't walk in and actually see what you want to buy. So that's out of the question there. If we go ahead and start here at smoke shop number 1, we would have to create some little section or a small room that only house the liquor and wine over here, and your beer has to be over here. They cannot be in the same location, hard liquor or beer. Yeah, you can sell wine where the beer is, but not any liquor. So and we're not in any shape or condition right now in any one of the locations for such room or such location in those areas. Yeah, we can still do the wine. But if we're gonna go with the wine, we're going with the liquor as well at the same time, so, yeah. We sell beer, yes, at both smoke shops. And at the new Texana, if that ever occur, there will be a beer cave inside of the Texana store, so if that happens, we're gonna have to maybe look at having tribal reconstructed where we'll have to have a little hallway going into a 7 or 8 by 8 room that we're gonna sell. And I just use that as an example to sell the other alcoholic beverages in. Any other questions? That's all I have. Anything from the audience? And I'm sorry you have to go home empty-handed today. I know some of you probably mouth came watering for pork chops, grilled pork chops or something, but anyway, we don't have it today. And remember the trip for the ladies, August 22nd, leaving here at 6 a.m., return somewhere between 9 and 10 p.m. Yeah. Yeah, if you're signed up, it would be really great if you can hold to that, but if you wake up and your tongue hanging out from a high fever or something, then I totally understand, but if you've signed up, please go. Yeah, it's air conditioned. Yeah, it's the bus. Hopefully it'll be air conditioned. Yes.
What about us good folks?
Well, see that gentleman sitting over there behind the desk?
Where's that?
His name is Mr. Max Bear. You need to get with him. No, I'm not gonna put this on Max, but if there is a men trip, y'all need to get with Max and figure out somewhere if you want to go somewhere. Okay? But anyway, any other comments?
I just wanna say, that's right. We plan these trips for you people. And then you don't go, don't call, let us know that you're not gonna go, and that's what's aggravating, and we lose out money. So, if you're gonna go, if you're not, let us know ahead of time, but like you said, you could wake up sick, but don't sign up if you don't think you're gonna be able to go. Because, we do lose money if you don't go.
Yeah, and I think we said something about if some of you were signed up on a previous list and you didn't go and you didn't contact the community and say you were not going, you're not eligible to go on this Waco trip.
going, but my daughter just had a baby, but she comes back to work, I'm gonna be babysitting.
Was you on that list, Charlotte? Oh, okay,
But I don't know.
if you're gonna go or not.
if they're gonna go since you-
Okay, maybe let, call up here, and let Scott or Denise know maybe 2 to 3 weeks before it happened, and we can get someone maybe in to replace you. All right, if nothing else, we need someone to give a benediction. Donna, you wanna give a benediction? And then we need a motion and a second to adjourn, and we're out of here.
Our dear Heavenly Father, be with us as we leave here tonight. Thank you for bringing us.
Man, and I just wanted to say as well, before we make a motion and a second to adjourn, you know, I have, in the last few days have ran across people that have been so angry. They're angry with themselves, they're angry with people around them, and it's the sign of time. So I'm saying is, all I'm asking that you not be one of those people. If you show love, continue to show love, because that's what God is about. And I'm saying is, if someone come up to you, just grouch it, walk away from them. I mean, I've had people just pretty well blow, all right, Nata, pretty well blow your head off with anger. And it's just a sign of evilness, and it's just a sign of the way this world is going. And I'm just saying, while you're out there, because you hear things all the time. I heard on the news the other night, someone got angry with this man and threw a propane tank through his window. And then they got in there and went to fighting, and the guy stabbed this other man several times over nothing. So I'm saying is, we're living in some evil days, so you just need to be careful, stay prayerful, and that you not be one of those people that get caught up into something. So anyway, I'm gonna shut down there. I need a motion and a second to adjourn. Motion by Vicky, second by Jeff Francis to adjourn. All in favor of the motion, please signify by the raising of your hand. Any opposed? Any abstain? Motion carried. Meeting adjourned at 6:54 PM. Everyone have a great evening. Thank you for coming.